What's up, YouTube? This is the Billy Bob HD, bringing you a brand new series. I've got some more Hearts of Iron 4. This is the KaiserReich mod. We are going to be starting this series as the Austrian Empire. I thought this would be a pretty fun country to play. Here, as you can see, my empire is actually pretty vast. I do have Hungary, Austria, Serbia. Wait, is Serbia one of my puppets? Let's see. Manage subjects. Kingdom of Hungary is a dominion of mine. Bohemia is a puppet. Galatia, and then Illyria here. So these countries here, these four countries, all under my control, which is pretty cool. We do start out as authoritarian democratic. We do have a pretty negative modifier here for uncompetitive economy. We've got the KUK Army conscription, which is 2.5% population modifier there. Vienna Circle, research time minus 2%. So yeah, this is kind of what we start out with. This guy hurts my recruitable population factor, so we're going to need to switch him out. Improve relations hurts from this guy. We do need to start off by selecting a national focus. I was looking around, and a lot of these top ones here, you have to decide to federate the dual monarchy, right? Unite the dual monarchy to do this one. Or Austria has defeated Hungary and annexed Budapest and decided to federate in the past war negotiations. Same goes for up here. We need 10% world tensions. We can't quite get into those yet, but we can start getting into these national focuses down here. So to get some political power, you've got a bunch of industrial focuses here as well, which is good. We get an extra research slot by going down this way. Reform the dual monarchy. We've got to either decide, and we have to decide to reform here in order to get down to this tree, which, you know, you force Serbia. There's some interesting picks down this way. I'm almost thinking I want to unite the dual monarchy. That's what I'm thinking. Secure the Italian lands, exploit Italy, conquer Italy. So interesting stuff where we can go to war with Italy here right off the bat. Italy is not part of a faction or anything like that, so, or the Italian Federation rather. The southern part of Italy is part of the Third International here, the Socialist Republic portion of the country. We start out with a pretty decent sized navy here. Let's go ahead and give him a admiral. I'm going to pick number of ships in the first contact plus 25%, or the submarine attack. I'm going to take this guy here. We start out with 6 battleships, 4 heavy cruisers, 8 light cruisers, 20 destroyers, and 8 U-boats. So that's pretty good to start out with, I would say. Let's go ahead and also consolidate our land forces here. We've got a couple of field marshals. Ooh, a very good field marshal here. This guy. Max entrenchment bonus, which is good. Combat width bonus and entrenchment bonus for him. This guy doesn't have any modifiers. Supply consumption minus 20%, max entrenchment. I'm actually going to start out with the highest rated field marshal here to begin with. Right? If we take a quick look at diplomacy, some of my subjects having a very good opinion of us. Hungary is sort of neutral at this point. So, let's go ahead and pick the first national focus here. I'm thinking I'm going to start out with this one here since we get an effect on political power. Let's also fill out our research stuff. So we've got 4 slots to start out with, which is pretty good. We're going to go basic machine tools, construction. I like to get the electronic engineering. And then I think it does make sense to go ahead and grab the support weapons 1 there. We've already got sort of infantry equipment level 1 here, the M1935. Or the M1935, rather. So these look pretty cool. We do have recon companies to start out with. Armor. Okay, we've got a light panzer. Heavy tank 1 here. Medium tanks and such. Moving up this way. Cool. So we do have light tanks to start out with, which is good to see. We've got free civilian factories, so let's go ahead and start by... Oh, and I can actually build in these areas too, which is interesting. I have a couple of garrison-type divisions in these areas. So if I want to go ahead and build a civilian factory, let's go ahead and put one in there. I only got 3 available right now because of my consumer goods at 8. Free military factories. So, starting out, of course, we need gun production. I'm going to start out with 3 factories there. We're also going to need towed artillery 1s. Hold on a second. Let's see what my infantry divisions currently look like. We've got Panzer Division, Infantry Division 2, Infantry Division 1s here. And what are these guys mostly made out of? Infantry Division 1s. So, just straight up infantry at this point. Combat width of 18. Level 2 has a support artillery in there. And then the Panzer unit here has a light tank division in. So, okay. What I'm thinking is view templates of subjects. I'm okay not looking at my subjects templates for now. So we've got 3 for the infantry equipment, 1 there. Let's go ahead. We're definitely going to need towed artillery. I'll give you 2 factories. We're going to need support equipment, 2 factories. And that's all my starting land factories there. So dockyards, we have 2 to start out with. Let's go ahead and start putting in orders for light cruisers here to expand the Navy there quite a bit. I do like the starting Navy that we have. It's pretty good. Missing 1 oil here right off the bat. Let's take a look at our resources. I've got a fair amount of steel in the bank. Tungsten, surplus of 2. Oil, I do not have a lot of oil at all. Aluminum, a little bit of aluminum. So that's good to see. No rubber, no chromium. Not going to trade for oil quite yet, as I don't have a lot of civilian factories. Unassigned divisions, okay. Yeah, so those guys are fine to stay there, I think. No divisions in basic training. So, my current divisions do start out with equipment, so that's good. Current fighting strength, yeah. Yeah, let's go ahead and start recruiting out some basic infantry divisions here. I may actually... Yeah, let's just train these guys up. Train up 5 of those guys at a time. Put you guys here as a starting position. Sweet. I have a couple of Mountaineer divisions on the Italian border already. This is what my sprite looks like. Looks pretty cool. I like those a lot, actually. These guys here, my subjects, looking pretty standard in terms of the unit models there. Cool. Okay, let's get it going. January 1st here, we've got a 50% national unity, which is really bad. High popularity, so I get some extra political power gain out of that. The situation in Austria in 1936. Although Austria was on the winning side of the war's main impact was to reveal the empire's significant weaknesses and her utter dependence upon Germany. Over the course of the 1920s, one disaster followed another. Emperor Karl died in 1922, causing the throne to pass to his 10-year-old son Otto. And revolutionary tides rolled over the country that now was ruled by a 10-year-old. The humiliation of having to call in German mediation to resolve the crisis, which resulted in the concession of autonomy statutes given to Bohemia and Galicia and the creation of the South Slavic Kingdom of Illyria, seemed to signal the end of Austria as a great power. However, many feel that there is now new hope for Austria. Now the Emperor Otto I has come of age in terms of the Great Compromise, are to be renegotiated in 1937, so next year. Could this be the time for Austria to overthrow her shackles of dependence on Germany and reassert the power of the Habsburg dynasty over her empire? I think so. So next year, guys, we're going to have some big decisions to make. And I'm assuming that's where these national focuses come into play, where we can either unite, we can federate, or you can reform the dual monarchy here, bring Albania into the fold, etc., unify the Italian lands. Austria suggests a war there. I can claim Serbia and Romania here through these national focuses, so that's pretty cool. And then you do get some further industrial perks through here, through those. New Austrian lands. Cool. So this should be a pretty interesting playthrough. We are Otto the First here, the Habsburg line. Pretty young dude there, you can see. We're looking at another couple of days here to get through this one. Political power is going to give me plus 100. No template for the support equipment, which is fine, because I think I'm going to want to take a theorist, potentially. Land doctrine theorist, industry theorist. Theorist is not really the same as it is in vanilla. WIP here, replace work in progress. Black Monday hits Austria. Oh no. It's hit Germany, and it would not be long before its shockwave rippled across Europe. Given its close proximity, Austria was among the first to be affected. The economy is struggling and troubling times lie ahead. Construction speed minus 50%, so that hurts big time. So some of these national focuses can actually remove, there you go, with Afghanistan declaring on India. You can sort of remove some of those negative bonuses, right? Black Monday here, for example. The 5th Anglo-Afghani War, who cares? We have 0 in army experience going right now. But I do have 19 sort of main force divisions here that we've got in the mix. We're going to need to try to remove some of those negative Nancy. Here we go. Construction speed plus 20%. We can almost take this right off the bat. Unlocks the Skoda company for armor technology. Construction speed plus 20%. Construction speed plus 7.5%. And then construction speed plus 10%. So that's what? 35, 42%? Something like that. So we can almost get all of that back. Which is what I think we should do. The remilitarization of Oltenia. Treaty of Bucharest in 1918 officially ended the war for Romania, but at a high cost. So it is no more than the Romanians walking into their own backyard. Yes. That's the way we'll see about that. Need to get some of this construction speed back. Increase in stability. Cool. Okay, we can now modify the government, so that's good news. Conscription, for example, you know. We need to be at war to get that one. We're at limited already. So that's fine for now, is what I'm thinking. And then Intel Minister here. Decryption plus daily political power gains and such. Industrial companies here. They're going to give us some research bonuses and such. Let's pick and see which one is probably our best bet here. Military construction speed, civilian construction speed. Those are both very useful, especially this early in the game. Refinery construction. The Alpen montage there. That could be a pretty decent choice. Intel Minister, again, we're okay there. Work in process. Don't worry about this. Okay. So air manufacturers, for example. Here's all of these dudes here. I have some okay manpower for right now. So yeah, let's go to the industrial company and get the military and civilian factory construction updates there. I think that's a good choice for us. We have quite a few political parties that are in the mix over here. The Vienna Circle gives us a little bit of a research bonus. Whoops, we almost forgot that we need to go ahead and grab another research here. So 1936 still at this point. We have old style fighters in the mix already. I do want to have a strong Air Force. Naval wise, we could probably take light cruisers too here, since we're already making light cruisers. Artillery wise, we're good till 1939. Don't have enough army experience yet to get any of those in, so land doctrine could be a choice for us, especially with these recruitable population factors here. Yeah, let's go ahead and do mobile warfare there and get started on land doctrines. Taking one of those pretty early. The rest of my 3 slots we'll use to update weapons and industry. Alright, back to it here. So, 252k in the bank right now for manpower. Death of Pius the 11th. The Italian Federation mourns his death. How terrible. Political power of 0.8 plus 0.8 per day there. Nice. Maklik declared war on Mongolia up here. I want to unify the states under me at some point here. Send the condolences to Rome, plus 100 political power. Italian Federation units did not press claim on throne. Press the claim. Interesting. With the passing of the Pope, what action should we take? Mourn the Pope's death or attempt to install the loyal Duke on the throne? Doing so would make Italian Federation a puppet of Austria, though it would greatly displease many of the Catholics of our nation. I don't think I want to make them a puppet quite yet, because we do have national focuses that we could potentially move down to annex them at some point. We get a plus 50 opinion from that. And then, yeah, that's just drawing up a bunch of freaking drama, so I don't want to do that. Okay, political power is shooting up at 0.8 per day, so that's pretty good. Time to take a potential guy here. What we need to do is probably take a land doctrine theorist, since we're going to be researching those non-stop. Okay, there we go. Okay, back to the research board here. We're going to go with concentrated industry next, so 156 days there. Support weapons 1 is finished, so that's good. Yeah, we're good till 1938 here. So, support companies, I do think we're going to need, of course, engineering. So let's go ahead and research that. 34 days left here on the construction level 1. It is May of 36. Okay, great. So we just got some of that construction speed back. That's down to a negative 30% now. Remove national spirit, uncompetitive economy for Kingdom Bohemia, Galicia. Construction speed plus 7.5%. You get the 10% from this one over here. Let's take this one here. Want to get rid of that uncompetitive economy. We want to make sure that we are competitive. Need to find a way to gain national unity as well at some point. Civilian economy here, yeah. Partial mobilization is going to take 15% world tension. We're currently sitting at 7. Hashemite Arabia burning off by half a point. Okay, Polish military seizes control. Poland could not choose for itself, it appears. The military chose for her. So Kingdom of Poland here, considered paternal autocrats. Decryption is currently too low, so we may install an intel minister here coming up soon. That's what I'm thinking. The Bohemians are very poorly organized. It looks like they're exercising. Construction 1 is finished for their research. Good till 37 there. I think, yeah, we should probably take this artillery upgrade next, because I am producing out artillery units. We've got 134 in the bank. We're up to 1.12 of those per day. Support equipment is moving up nicely there. It is producing out a little bit less than towed artillery, but it just hit 1 per day there now. Okay, trainings-wise, okay, I just actually popped out my first division here, so we'll assign him to Teal Group, Field Marshal. Still missing that 1 oil right now. Alright, moving right along. July of 1936. Okay, the rehabilitation here is coming through. I may take this one next. It modifies the effects of Black Monday even further, so here we'll get a bunch of military factories. Okay, good. Let's go ahead and take this one here just to get that construction speed back up to par. So we've actually got 7 civilian factories working for us right now. Export focus, okay. Okay, German Middle Africa has now declared on Portugal. So Hermann Göring going to war now against Portugal. Here's another division that just popped out for us. So let's put him here. We're already at a combat width of 18, I believe. Yeah. So Austrian units popping out left and right. I think I'm actually going to remove this guy from the fighting force here because he's a garrison unit. So that leaves me with, yes, all combat divisions that are left in there. Total weight of divisions of 44. We are gaining 688 men, recruitable men per month. Yep, the Navy is pretty big, but very, very inexperienced. So we'll put them to work here at some point. If we go to Italy here really quickly, create faction, can't do that. World tension needs to be at 80% in order to create a faction. College of Cardinals currently in control of their country there. I want to annex you at some point. So getting closer to 1937 where we're going to have the decision to either unite or not unite the Austrian Empire. Which I think, of course, we're going to try to unite. I mean, why not, right? Kaiser Wilhelm II still in power here in Germany, of course. All right, just finished that national focus. So, the papal conclave here. Catholic faithful in Rome breathed a sigh of relief as the Sistine Chapel's chimney billowed forth white smoke, signifying the election of a new pope. A short time later, it was announced that the pious and popular cardinal had become His Holiness Pope Pius XII, leader of the Catholic Church and head of state for the Italian Federation. Cool. Russian speed is still sitting at that negative 20% there. Okay, so next, I think we're going to go down this way. Or should we try to add the infrastructure and airbase stuff here and ports? It would be nice to have this extra research slot, so I guess that's the way we're going to head. Getting all of these done. Our first civilian factory is about to pop out, so let's go ahead and queue up 2 more of those. Whoops. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, that's not what I wanted to do. Cancel. I do not want to build that in my subjects area. I do want to queue those up here in the mainland. Get direct use of those factories for us. October of 36 still here at this point. So I do want to take a field hospital here to install into my divisions at some point. I do think it also makes sense to exercise my units because we do need to gain some experience. So we'll start getting those points built up. We will take some attrition and some actual loss of production of equipment, but that's okay. Because we're still producing out, I think, enough to cover, you know, new divisions and such. Interwar artillery is now finished, so that's good. Let's swing back here and grab... It is November now at this point, so let's go ahead and grab a light cruiser here because we are producing out the light cruisers, and I plan on increasing that production over time. Make sure we've got a stable and brand new Navy that continues to pop out for us. Engineering Company 1 is now finished. We also have enough political power, so... Okay, looking good there. It is November of 36 now, so not quite 37 yet. Research time or reinforced rate. Let's take the radio here in 134 days. Modify the government. Intel Minister would be good. Encryption plus 1% decryption. Strategic bombing. Research time. That's a good one. Supply consumption. Political power gain, strategic bombing, sortie efficiency. Yep, another research time bonus. Minus 2% versus 2.5% there, so. Okay, I think I want this guy. Sweet. Intel Minister is in, so that helps our decryption there slightly. Okay, the Bohemians trying to industrialize now at this point. The United States declared war on the Combined Syndicates of America, so their civil war has now popped out. We are gaining some army experience here finally. Looking good, looking good. Cool. Second American Civil War, yes. Anyway, guys, I just want to say thanks for watching. Again, this has been the Billy Bob HD. Please remember to like, subscribe, and/or comment if you've enjoyed my content, and we'll catch you next time.